please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
I miss the days where people used to scream, "Chug it, you dumb bitch," in the middle of the Wickham. Those were the days. Hello, darlings. Welcome back to Lounge Room Sessions Volume Dose. For those playing at home, that means it's the second one. Oh, I'm a learned scholar. Hey, you excited for Lounge Room Sessions? Yes, baby. I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with this week. Oh, me too, mysterious voice. I'm so ready for this. Wonderful. So we are here every single Saturday night to bring you the best drag, burlesque, musical talent, DJs, other thing that I'm forgetting, comedy. That's the other thing I'm forgetting. Let's all laugh at me for getting it wrong. Pause one moment. We are bringing you the best talent this country has ever seen. These people have turned performing into their full-time career. So they are out there struggling at the moment with no money to go and buy KFC. It is a national fucking epidemic that KFC is gonna fucking close, and I don't know who the fuck I'm still looking at over there. I'm really upset. Are you upset? Yes, baby. I'm really upset about KFC. Oh my god, you sound so much like my dad. And I am here to tell you we are gonna be on this motherfucking couch every single Saturday night at 8 p.m. And daylight savings is over, so we're all on 8 p.m. Corona might have stopped us for now, but we've enlisted the greatest talent across our country to put on a fucking show for you. So I hope you're ready, because I am. Sexy pose. Another sexy pose. A third sexy pose.
Hit it, boys.
Corner where the big boys play.
I would like to welcome you again to the Couch for Lounge Room Sessions. As I said, we are here every single Saturday night at 8 p.m. We are going to be bringing you the best talent from across the country. We have DJs, burlesque, drag, musical talent, comedians, everything you could ever wish for. But because these people have made performing their full-time career, we want to give back a little bit to them as well. So you can find a way to donate to us, which is our GoFundMe link. If you want to throw us $10 because you knew you were going to go out this weekend and get hammered and fisted on a dance floor, talking to the gays out there, how are ya? Throw us, I can't get the words out, because that was a really funny joke and that would have worked really well, and now it's not going to be editable and I'm going to have to fucking say it again. Gays get fisted, give us money. I've tried to record a comedian intro for a while now, and I feel like all I need to do is say, hey, here's some comedians. From his living room in Sydney, our next comedian is a gay man and a proud gonorrhea survivor. He is funny, gay, and lonely. Aren't we all? This is one voice of a generation you don't want to miss. Please give it up for John Robles.
Hello and good evening. My name is John Robles, and you are watching ABC Quarantine News, streamed live from ABC headquarters in Ultimo, New South Wales, where I sleep. Our top story tonight. Ugly Sherry's dirty pizza joint in Marrickville, New South Wales has been shut down because it was revealed that the owner, Dirty Sherry herself, was spitting in customers' food. We report to our food reporter now, who reports to us now with Ugly Sherry. John? Thanks, John. G'day. My name is John, and I'm reporting to you live from Marrickville. Just a bit of personal reporting. First off, I have had kind of a rough day. I stubbed my toe earlier, and I overdressed for this interview. I thought it was going to be raining, and it's actually pretty normal weather out here. Anyway, I do have the accused, Dirty Ugly Sherry with me, and she is going to give you her thoughts. I'm going to hand it over to Sherry right now. Sherry, why'd you do it? Thank you, John, and thank you for providing me a platform to sort of talk about my side of the story and what's sort of going on here. Me personally, I am a restaurateur. I'm a businesswoman. I'm a person who sort of came out of nowhere, and I said, well, I don't see any dirty pizza joints here, so I'm gonna sort of put one down. And I said, okay, I'm gonna do that in this town in Australia, New South Wales. And then people love it. People love my dirty pizza joint. I host open mic comedy nights here all the time. I tell funny jokes sometimes, and people laugh. And then this quarantine happens, and they start saying, oh, you can't be serving pizzas. And I said, well, okay, well, hold on a minute, because that's sort of my job. That's sort of what I built this restaurant here. I built this restaurant with my own two hands. I'm a carpenter, I'm a woman, and I'm a businesswoman, and I am ugly, and that's sort of fine for me, and I choose to be that way, and you don't need to say anything about it. And I got mad. I got frustrated. And I may or may not have spat in people's food. But I did take a test. I take a test for COVID Rona, and I'm negative as of right now. So I did not get anyone sick. But I wish I did. Well, that's actually fair enough. Now when I hear it from your side of the story, it actually makes a lot of sense. So anyway, that's that on that. Back to you in the studio, John. Thanks, John. That was awesome journalism. In other news, 3 little girls have gone missing in Stanmore. Police are currently unsure of where these 3 little girls are, but they definitely are trying to find the little girls. There are 3 little girls, and they are definitely not sisters, but they could be friends. Families of little girls are definitely worried, and also so am I. And I want to say a special message tonight to those 3 little girls. If you know where you are, can you just go home? That would be awesome. Thank you. And now to our shy, flirty weatherman with the weather. I don't know. It's been like crazy lately. Like it's been kind of like crazy in the weather and stuff. But no, I've been good. It's like sunny tomorrow, so. Oh my God, stop. John, nah. Oh my God, you guys don't know he's crazy. He's so funny. He's always like slipping me notes and stuff. Okay. No! Oh my God, that's it. That's all I have to say about the weather. It's gonna be sunny tomorrow. Okay, whatever. No, I'm done. Okay, bye. Bye. Back to you. Whatever. Okay, well, that's the news. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and be safe and don't be crazy, okay? From all of us here at ABC News Quarantine Headquarters in the basement in Ultimo, New South Wales nightly, have a good night.
For everybody who asked last week, yes, I did chain my ex-boyfriend up to a tree, but the RSPCA has been called by a few neighbours and he's been relieved into a pound, which to be honest is where he belongs. Comedian, writer, actor and director, also a national finalist from the Raw Comedy Showcase. I hear through the grapevine that she might be a big fan of her little stepmummy BB gun. Ooh, my ego's growing as we speak. Please give it up all the way from Stanmore, it's Kathryn Thomas.
Hey, it's Katie. Welcome to Lounge Sessions. I hope everyone is keeping safe and practicing social distancing. Like a lot of people, I am working from home now, which is a big change. But I think the biggest benefit of working from home is that I don't have to feel guilty about masturbating at lunch. Something interesting happened to me at work a couple of days before we went into isolation. A friend of mine was telling me that she's gotten into her first relationship and the night before had her first orgasm. Yeah. She was explaining to me how it happened. You know, they lit candles, they're in their bedroom, did the whole thing. And I remembered that my first orgasm was at horse riding camp. So, on the back of a horse. So, my friend was having a beautiful experience with her new partner, whereas I was confused and progressing into a canter. So, I'm 27 years old. I've done a lot of grown-up stuff in the last year. I feel like I'm getting more maternal. I feel like my body is sort of preparing me for a baby. I actually had a pregnancy scare recently, but instead of getting an actual pregnancy test, I just made a nursery Pinterest board. And every time I felt a little grumble in my stomach, I was like, oh, she's kicking. But it turned out to just be a gastro baby. And I later gave birth to that baby in the public toilet at Hyde Park. And mum and bub are doing well. But I have done a lot of grown-up stuff in the last year. Like I've quit smoking. And it was about 40 minutes ago, so it's going pretty well. Another grown-up thing I did was I finally deleted an alarm that was on my phone for an antibiotic I took in 2015. So, baby steps. Something very grown-up I have done, though, is I moved into an apartment by myself in the last year, which is exciting. I do like the independence. I've never lived alone before. The only thing that has really changed since living alone is that now ghosts are real, and they're everywhere. So I have noticed living alone that my Google search history has slightly changed. I'll give you an example of some things I've Googled recently. So first one is, can you play Cluedo with one person? You can't. Next one is, does the Uber Eats driver know how many times you ordered it before? And the last one is, can you play Uno with Uno person? You can't. It has helped recently, though. My boyfriend has moved in with me, but he's been dead for ages, so just kidding. My boyfriend's not dead, at least I don't think so, because I'm fucking somebody. Like I said, I am in a relationship. I do have a boyfriend. We've been dating for almost 2 years now. It is a little strange for me. I haven't had many relationships with men before, mostly because I did 11 years of competitive shot put. So you do the maths on that one. I have dated men before. It's just been a couple of years. One thing I have noticed about being with a man again is there are still a couple of sex moves going around that boys think are good. Like my personal favourite is, thinking a part of foreplay, is shaking a boob. So, are you going to come? No. I was told recently that I quite closely resemble a famous BBW porn star, which I'm not offended by. The thing I am offended by is that it's my dad who pointed it out. I haven't had a lot of experience with the whole porn thing, if I'm totally honest. I think the naughtiest thing I've ever searched for is Sims 4 nude cheats. They are quite hard to find. So I think it mostly, my lack of porn experience comes from how I grew up. I grew up in a very conservative family. My mum is pretty happy that I'm back on the dick. It's her words, not mine. I also went to a very religious high school. We didn't do sex ed until about year 10, which I thought was pretty strange. I remember in the PE class before we watched the video, the teacher said to us, "Oh, just so you know, this is very graphic." And she proceeded to put on a black and white cartoon of two cats wearing bow ties making kissing noises. So first time I had sex was a fucking mess. But boy, did I look snappy. So, like I said, I've done a lot of grown-up stuff recently. I've grown out my pubic hair. I unfortunately can't grow a lot of pubic hair, but I went out with my boyfriend the other night and we got quite drunk, and he was telling me that he actually likes a big bush, and he knows I can't grow much of a bush. But when we got home that night, I was drunk enough and I went into the bathroom and I had the thought, maybe I could colour it in. Maybe he wouldn't notice. And I did colour it in. And he didn't notice. And he also got the moustache that he's always wanted. Thank you. Thank you for watching me. I'm Kathryn Thomas. Enjoy the rest of Lounge Sessions.
Beautiful darlings, I would like to let you know that we have a GoFundMe open right now. We want to make sure that we can give back as much to these performers as they are giving us through this crisis-trying time. So if you feel like you want to give them a little bit of a tip for the hard work they've done for you tonight, please feel free to head to our GoFundMe link above or below, or over here, or somewhere, anywhere, as long as you go to it and donate just a little bit of money. If you were going to go out on Saturday night and buy a few drinks, why not tip the performers? You've got the money there, and if you hoard it, who's going to have it when you're dead? This week, we want to encourage you to reach out to your friends that maybe you haven't heard from for a little while. This week, we want to make sure that you grab the wine, you get on Zoom, house party. Oh, wait, don't do that. They'll steal your credit card details, and we need your money rather than the hackers overseas. Get on FaceTime, get on Messenger, talk to people, say hi, check in. Ask them if they want you to send them some sexy little pictures that you took earlier on if you've got that kind of relationship. That'd make me happy, so I'm sure that would make them happy. Unless it's your grandma, in which case, don't ask, that's weird. Coming to you all the way from her living room in Stanmore is a lover of fine cordials. She is also the co-host of the fortnightly stream, The Laugh Tub. Please give it up for Jacinta Gregory.
Wow, stand up. More like sit down, am I right? Just a little joke for you there. Hello, welcome to these lounge room sessions. My name's Jacinta. And right off the bat, I'm just going to get into it. Okay, I'm just going to get right into it. I'm a political comedian. Okay, I do serious jokes about serious topics. Get over it. Get over it. So let me just get started. Let me just roll this along. So right now, especially, I've been watching a lot more of Thomas the Tank Engine. And I've been wondering whether the fat controller knew that that was his name. And if he did, surely that's much, much worse. Like, I feel like a train would go past and be like, dude, hey there, fat controller. And he'd be like, guys, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Sorry, my name's Gary. And they'd be like, oh, sorry. Hello there, you fat fucking piece of shit. Fuck you, go fuck yourself. Do you prefer that? And he'd be like, no, you can call me the fat controller. It's fine. So that's some of the things I've been thinking about. What else? So I'm a bisexual woman. Great. Thank you. Woo, great. Thank you for your applause. I really appreciate it. And it's not easy. At the moment, I'm trying not to date men. And I'll tell you why. So the last man I almost, keyword almost, hooked up with went a little something like this. So I met him at a party, okay? We started making out, okay? We went back to my place, okay? Things were getting a little bit hot and heavy, all right? I gave him head because I'm amazing and I'm an angel and I'm super good at it, but that's neither here nor there. Super good at it. And he was about to go down on me, which is the only reason I do anything. And he stopped. Okay, he halted. It was so confusing. I was like, what's happening? And he looked up at me and he said, is it okay if I don't? To which I said, no, absolutely not. Why would you take this away from me? Why? And he said, I just feel like going down on a woman is like a romantic thing. And this is kind of casual. So yeah, it's a real thing that someone said to me. And now all I can imagine is him in his dumb voice being like, yeah, my favorite kind of porn is the ones where the man and the lady get married and then the man goes down on that lady because that's the only situation where that could happen ever. I'm kind of kinky. As far as I'm aware, guys, my puss, it's not The Notebook. Sorry, my puss is actually not written by Nicholas Sparks. I apologize. Wait, what's that person in the audience? What's a day in the life of Jacinta? What's that, Bear? What's a day in the life of Jacinta? That's a fantastic question. Although rude to yell, it's actually my time. It's actually my time. Well, it's hard, especially recently. It's been particularly hard. I have depression. Who doesn't? And it's difficult when you're depressed, and you have to try and tell people, how your life's going. Like, yeah, what have you been up to? And you have to be like, yeah, I'm just doing me right now, just having some time off. People say 2020 is the year of this or that, but it's actually the year of me, which is great. When in reality, you're like staring at a wall for 8 hours or playing so much of the, Sims 2 or Animal Crossing, which I'm doing both of at the moment. I have characters, they're called Jacinta. They have thriving careers and houses and gardens, and I'm happy for them. Great. So this is a little song about what my life is like in the form of a jazzy number. I was laying in the garden of my house, and I started to wonder as I was lying on my couch, am I going insane? wanting for all of you. I'm gonna sing in a sexy way. Oh, that's right, we're getting some sultry tones in the house right now. This is how it's gonna be. Woke up this morning with the morning rays being too much. I watched 3 hours of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and it was at that moment that I started to feel fine. That I remembered an old school friend who didn't respond to my message, and then I started to cry, and that's the structure of my day. But it's not that bad because no, I'm singing in a sexy way. Hey everyone, are you interested in a cute little thing who has intense neuroses and once a week is inexplicably sad and whose room has a weird smell because she doesn't clean and is very bad? So if anyone's available, I'm tuning you. As long as my huge bouts of anxiety don't freak you out, and I hope you don't run away if I'm singing it like this. Singing it in a sexy way. If I say in a whispery voice, I don't have any clean underwear. I had to wear this large pair that I bought from Kmart this morning, and I forgot my card at home, so I put it in a bag and didn't turn back, 'cause the underwear I have now, they're the worst. I can't wear them, they're crusting over. And one day I'll get better, I pray. But for now, I'll soften the blow of this by singing about it in a sexy way. Okay, awesome. That's one about me being very attractive. I feel like a lot of the reason I've been sad in the past is because of my Catholic upbringing. Very repressed, very sad. Holler in the house if you've been raised Catholic. Great, just me, no worries. So it was kind of weird. I feel like honestly being raised Catholic is most of the reason why I'm so into BDSM now. Like I'm so into it because the whole way Catholicism works is like, you're dirt, get on your knees, feel bad for existing. Like from day one, fuck you, you're dirt. And at first I was like, oh Jesus, what is this? And then after time I was like, oh Jesus, what is this? You know what I mean? And if you walk into the house I grew up in, even now, there are so many pictures of Jesus Christi literally everywhere. You know the adage, Jesus is everywhere. Well, in this case, he's literally everywhere in picture form. So, you know, he's like hanging out with his friends, getting dinner. He's like patting sheep. He's like giving bread to people, whatever. But there's one picture of Jesus I remember in particular very clearly. He was in my room. He was... I don't know how to say this. Jesus was jacked. Jesus was ripped. Jesus benched. Okay. He like had a glistening chest. He was pulling open his robes. He had blonde hair. He had blue eyes. He was from Jerusalem. He was Jesus. And my justification at the time was, you know, masturbation is a sin. But if it's about Jesus, doesn't it like negate the sin? Anyways, I feel like we talk about the bad parts about being sad a lot, or about this time in general. There's a lot of really bad parts. But there's some good parts too, okay? Never discount the good parts. Especially like when I had like this terrible breakup last year and I, was having a horrible time, and then I realized there's some good bits too, which I'm now going to sing about in an 80s ballad. I've had a breakup, what an awful time to be me. Stay with me, it's the setup. My heart is shattered in pieces irreparably. No. And while most would say my life's the worst, and I'd agree, there's one thing I think to myself secretly, it's that I love dwelling in pain. I do. I love friends giving me sympathy again and again. I love staying in bed and watching The Bachelor in Paradise all day. And no one can judge me, they're not allowed to, it's amazing. I'll never get over this, my depression is too much to bear. But I kind of hope I don't, so I don't have to care about responsibilities or seeing my family. It's like a birthday and a funeral, in that it's all about me. I love being broken hearted. I love friends not judging me for my porn addiction for once. See, I look disgusting, but my heart is healing, so it's okay. And no one can judge me, it's the best. There's nothing in the world I give up for this feeling, except the feeling of love. I might give it up for that, but there is definitely something to screaming from a mountaintop. I'll never find love, and I'm ugly, and the world's screaming back, no you're not. He changed, great. I love being broken hearted. Don't tell anyone, but it gives me material. When I was happy, I had writer's block, 'cause I was boring. I thought about kids, I thought about settling, and my bitterness, it makes me funny. And just like that, no one can judge me. Thank you.
For the rest of my life, whenever someone asks me to go somewhere I don't want to go, I'm just going to tell them I've got COVID-19. No, actually COVID-20, it'll scare them more. Angel, devil, opposites attract, attractions opposite, Paula Abdul, AAA batteries, AA batteries, cartoons, live action, music videos, dancing, happiness, fun, lounge room sessions, expensive, BB gun, fun, friendship, Pinot Gris, empty wine glass, crying, drinking the tears, then screaming at your therapist for not giving you enough Valium, crying again, screaming, driving your car into an IGA. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the wonderful world of drag. Welcome to drag. Right, just like do like a welcome to drag sign. Drag queens, drag kings, and drag performers rule the absolute world. And if you think anything different, you're a Drag can change lives, and by change lives, I mean it takes very average-looking boys, turns them into attractive women, and allows them to make money off the fact that they don't have periods. Drag is what happens when you take a whole heap of homosexual and queer creatives, put them in a room with their own feelings, and give them some crayons. This is what happens. I'm sorry, Mum. Our first performer here in the drag and burlesque section of your viewing pleasure from your lounge room, hopefully with nobody else there, but if you do have someone else there, we won't tell anybody if you don't tell anybody. Our first performer is going to be a very skinny,
like skinny bitch.
You'll see her and you'll be transported back to 1985, 7 years before your birth, when you were also her weight. Her name is Elderflower.
If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in Far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away. Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru. His flute for you. Come fly with me, let's take off in the blue. Once I get you up there, where there is rarefied, we'll just glide, starry-eyed. Once I get you up there,
The Prime Minister has today declared a compulsory universal self-isolation for any person entering the country.
All by myself, don't wanna be all by myself anymore. All by myself, don't wanna be all by myself
Last night I had the strangest dream. I sailed away to China in a little rowboat to find you, and you said you had to get your laundry clean. Didn't want no one to hold you. What does that mean? And you said, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I'm running and I won't touch ground. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Oh, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I'm running and I won't touch ground. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving.
Yeah, I'm a fighter and I made it through. Solid gold survival, that's my attitude. But I didn't know I had to be your hero. Baby, don't ask me to be strong for you as well. Pushed off the edge and now I'm back from hell. But I didn't know I had to be your hero. I'm not built to carry us both. Time to rest my weary bones. You got to find your own
everybody, my name is Sophie Monk and welcome to The Bachelor. Because I'm a woman. I'm looking for someone that is attractive with really low standards and will let me do effectively whatever I want and look however I want, but will still love me for exactly who I am without me putting in any effort. I think I'm a really good compromiser, and I also think that I'm an aggressive drunk. So if you would like to support these performers, just like you support your local nightclub ecstasy dealer, what you can do is pretty much the same thing that we do with them. Send them money electronically. You can send us money electronically through our GoFundMe. Click the link, donate, please. Please. I had the privilege of touring with our next performer. She has been blazing stages here around Brisbane in the burlesque world. She is one of my absolute favourite people in the world. I like to call her my Mr. Wife. Please make an incredible, incredible, incredible amount of noise so that all of the people on the opposite side of town can hear you and they go, oh my God, that must be Lounge Room Sessions. I've heard so much about that show and I need to tune in because that BB gun looks like a biological woman. Give it up for Tugboat Tiffy.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you.
watching far too many true crime stories. After last week, Steph said that she watches true crime and feels horny, and I feel exactly the same way about Olivia Benson from Law & Order SVU. So now when people say namaste to me, I just say Mariska Hargitay, because I think it's absolutely hilarious. So Mariska Hargitay to all of you. So we'd like to address the elephant in the room. And by elephant in the room, I mean Selma Sol. And we'd also like to address the COVID-19 crisis, which is keeping a lot of our performers out of work. These performers have made performing their full-time career. So if you would like to support them in buying more Pinot Grigio for their wine cellars because they are very affluent people who are struggling with not being able to buy enough caviar, you can donate to our GoFundMe link. The thing you're about to see on your television screens now may scare you. And that's what we want. Drag is subversive. Drag is divine. Drag is John Waters. Drag is bold. It's beautiful. It's big. It's disgusting. It's sexy. And it takes you by the balls and screams in your face, I want some fucking pizza right now, maggot! Please, give it up for the person screaming that at you, Selma Sol.
You think that Cupid got a bow? Well, no, Cupid gotta need a little fun. I mean, careful, 'cause you'll bleed a little. But pretty soon romance will marinate your brain. Then watch the temperature go up. You hardly sleep because your sheets are wet. Toss and turn for hours and your sweat is sweet. Smells like dying flowers. You got pain in your stomach like a long neglected tube. Dilated pupils that refuse to see the truth. And as you're sick, you're sick. You might not get through it. Your aching heart is racing and your brain can't catch up to it. That's how you diagnose an overdose of love. You feel the itching on your skin, then in right down to your skeleton. You seize, you freeze, knees turn into gelatin, and you're on them praying that you'll keep some self-respect. But out of nowhere comes another side effect, like when you see his face, you feel it in your eyes. They start to water like the place between your thighs. Whenever he gets close, that's an overdose of love. You're sick of what you're saying, you're sick of what you're thinking. You'd have another drink except you're sick of what you're drinking. While sitting there alone, longing for his touch. A little this elixir, but too much is much too much. You're burning all. The spark that started it became a raging fire. The cobwebs in your head turned into razor wire. It's like a puzzle that you'll never get the trick of. The trick is you admitting you're sick of what you're sick of. You feel it on your tongue, you feel it in your lips, you feel it from your fingers to the thing between your hips. You collapse on the floor, you shudder, you tingle. The paramedic comes, you wonder if he's single. You are sick, 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 you're falling to pieces, and the curse is the cure is worse than the diseases. You're dead, you're toast, you overdose on love. You overdose on love. You overdose on love. Baby, you are sick.
That's just the way it goes, and you ain't right for sure. You turned your back on love for the last time. It won't take much longer now. Time makes me stronger. Well, there's nothing more to say. One day in your life, say love will remind
Hello beautiful darlings, my name is BB Gunn and I would like to now introduce you to what I feel is the next Gangnam Style. It is going to be the most popular song ever recorded and I feel it could go number one, and I wrote it about 3 years ago and I was super messed up when I wrote it. By messed up I mean I probably had about 3/4 of a bottle of Belvedere, 15 ciders and was wearing minimal padding. So that should tell you the sort of state of mind I was in. Everybody wishes they were me. What? Course I'm sexy, gonna have a drink, but everybody wishes they were me. What? Gonna put my lipstick on. Yeah, everybody wishes they were me. So make sure you head to our GoFundMe link and donate a little bit of money to them. You would have paid to go to see the show anyway, so I'm thinking $49.50 is a really fair price for all 200 of you to go and pay right now. Oh wait. Mum said hi. Are you back? Wonderful. Glad you donated, thank you. Darling hearts, our next performer is somebody that is near and dear to every single person's heart that is watching this video. I say that because I know specifically she's thinking about all of you in this exact moment. I'm gonna get the number right, 1,984 of you. And if there's any more, that's as much space as my height had to take up. So with all of this being said, I would love to introduce to you, me. You're welcome.
what you want from me. And I tried to buy your pretty heart, but the price too high. Baby, you got me like, oh, you love when I fall apart, so you can put me together and throw me against the wall. Baby, you got me like, don't you stop loving me, don't quit loving me, just start loving me. Yeah, and babe, I'm fist fighting with fire just to get close to you. Can we burn something, babe? And I'll run for miles just to get a taste. Must be love on the brain that's got me feeling this way. It beats me black and blue, but it loves me so good, and I can't get enough. Must be love on the brain, and it keeps cursing my name. No matter what I do, I'm no good without you, and I can't get enough. Must be love on the brain. Woo! Don't you stop loving me, don't quit loving me, just start loving me. And babe, I've been spinning with fire just to get close to you. Can we burn something, babe? And I'll run for miles just to get a taste. Must be love on the brain that's got me feeling this way. It beats me black and blue, but it loves me so good, and I can't get enough. Must be love on the brain, and it keeps cursing my name. No matter what I do, I'm no good without you, and I can't get enough. Must be love on the brain.
Don't know where to put my hands. I don't know where to put my hands. This is a song about putting your hands on things that are close to you. My name is Co-Star. You can tell by the fact that I have all the astrology patterns painted on me, and I'm telling you how to live your everyday life. What your Co-Star says today is donate to our GoFundMe link, and if you don't, you'll be cursed with bad luck for 7 years unless you send this video to 20 people that you know within the next 7 minutes. Then go to your mirror and say BB gun 15 times in the mirror, and I will appear and take all of your prescription medication from your cabinets. Thanks goes to you for tuning in to the second ever Lounge Room Sessions. We love the community that's growing around this project, and we are not a big corporation. We are a whole bunch of dickheads standing in living rooms, garages, and houses, trying to make something out of nothing, and we cannot do that without your support. So thank you so much for tuning in, and hopefully we see you every single Saturday night at 8 p.m. here on the couch for Lounge Room Sessions. My name is BB Gunn. Say hi to your dad for me.
Think about you all the time. If you kiss, then I will tell. Think about you all the time. If you kiss, then I will tell.
problem with the system. There's an error with the system. There's a problem with the system. There's an error with the system. No connection to the system. No message from the system. Reconnect to the system. There's a problem with the system. There's an error with the system. No connection to the system. No message from the system.
in my wrist look as if it just slid off a glacier. Bitch, I got trap money. Bitch, I got trap money. I got trap money. Bitch, I got trap money. I got trap money. Bitch, I got trap money. I got trap money. Bitch, I got trap money. Trap money.
gonna be a good night. I've got a lot of problems too in my life, but tonight, this is one of those nights where those problems and yours, we can just forget about them, you know? I usually love to be around all of you, but tonight, when I'm in front of this speaker right here, I just want to be by myself. There are no phones, and I mean, that's cool and all. I don't want to be alone, but I just really want to be by myself. And I know this is going to be a good night, good night, good night, good night. I don't want to be rude, but I just want to be by myself. I just want to be by myself. I've got a lot of problems too in my life, but tonight, this is one of those nights where those problems and yours, we can just forget about them, you know? This music right here is truly unique, and it brings out some really good vibes, you know, and I don't want to disturb that. So tonight, it's you and me and the sound, and it's all of us tonight, just to forget about whatever problems we have. And if you truly want to do it, then it's also cool to be by yourself. Then it's also cool to be by yourself.
Acid House Party.
think I've had enough. I'm like, baby, do you think we can do it again? Every time you show me that, tell me which way did you go, my back? I just can't get enough. I find myself saying, let's do it again, let's do it again. Every time you show me that, tell me which way did you go, my back? I just can't get enough. I find myself saying, let's do it again, let's do it again.
Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got me.
Oh, fucking shit, yeah.
Yeah. Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got me.
Oh, fucking shit.
Y'all got me.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming to our show, and good night.